Hello students, I am teacher Svetlana, and in our today's lecture we will learn about the use of microbes in energy generation and the role of microbes as biocontrol agents, which is covered in the chapter Enhancement of Food Production. So let's begin. Microbes in energy generation. Students in many developing countries they are encouraging for installation of biogas plants to meet out the requirements of energy. Biogas is used as domestic as well as industrial fuel. It is a non-conventional and a renewable source of energy and is obtained by microbial fermentation. Biogas is a mixture of methane, CH4, 50 to 60%, carbon dioxide, 30 to 40%, hydrogen sulfate, around 3%, and other gases like carbon monoxide, nitrogen, hydrogen in traces. Biogas is highly inflammable and is used as a source of energy. Plant waste, animal waste, domestic waste, agricultural waste, municipal waste, forest waste, etc. are commonly used for biogas production. Cattle dung is most commonly employed substrate for biogas production. It is a rich source of cellulose from the plants. So we know that biogas is a renewable source of energy. Now students, let us have a look at biogas production. Most commonly used models for biogas productions are KVIC and IARI. The digester used for biogas production is called biogas plant. This here is an image of a typical biogas plant. A typical biogas plant using cattle dung as the raw material consists of digesters and gas holder. Digester is made up of concrete bricks and cement or steel. So here you can see this is the digester, which is either made from steel or from concrete, and then it has a gas holder here. There is a cylindrical gas holder or a tank above it to collect gas. So exactly above the digester, you have this gas holder to collect the gas. Digesters has a side opening charge pit into which raw material as cow dung is fed. So this is the region from where it's the inlet from where the cow dung is fed into the digesters. The digester is partly buried in soil. And then you have this region where the sludge is collected, and there is to the gas collector there is a gauze which controls the outlet of gas. Students, anaerobic digestion is carried out for the production of biogas. Anaerobic digestion involves three processes. The first process is hydrolysis or solubilization. It is the initial stage where raw material like cattle dung is mixed with water in equal proportions to make slurry, which is then fed into the digester. So here you have the mixture or the slurry which is introduced into the digester. Here, the anaerobic hydrolytic bacteria, example Clostridium, Pseudomonas, which hydrolyze carbohydrates into simple sugars, proteins, carbohydrates into simple sugars, proteins into simple amino acids, and lipids into fats. Then the next step is acidogenesis. In this stage, facultative anaerobic acidogenic bacteria and obligate anaerobic organisms convert simple organic materials into acids like formic acid, acetic acid, H2, and carbon dioxide. And the third stage is methanogenesis. This is the last stage in which anaerobic methanogenic bacteria like Methanobacterium, Methanococcus convert acetate, hydrogen, and carbon dioxide into methane, carbon dioxide and water and other products. So this happens during the stage of methanogenesis. Now, what is the benefit of biogas production? It is cheap, safe, and renewable source of energy. It can be easily generated, stored, and transported. It can be used for domestic lighting, cooking, street lighting, as well as small-scale industries. It burns with blue flame and without smoke. It helps to improve sanitization of the surrounding. It is eco-friendly and does not cause pollution and imbalance of the environment. Sludge, which is left over, is used as fertilizers. Now students, let us have a look at the role of microbes as biocontrol agents. The term biocontrol refers to the use of biological methods to control disease and pest. The natural method of eliminating and controlling insects, pests, and other diseases causing agents is by using their natural biological enemy. This is called as biocontrol or biological control. So here in biocontrol, we are using their natural enemies to counterattack and get rid of the insects and pests which harm the agricultural crop. The agents which are employed for this are called as biocontrol agents. Microbes are one among them. These microbes include bacteria, fungi, viruses, and protozoans. Microbes as biocontrol agent act in three ways. Either they cause the disease to the pest or completely or kill them and so that we get rid of them. Chemicals, insecticides and pesticides are extremely harmful to human beings and they also pollute our environment. Hence, the use of biocontrol measures will greatly reduce our dependency on toxic chemicals and pesticides. Here you can see is a list of the microbial pesticides and their hosts. So for example, you have the bacteria Bacillus thuringiensis, which is also called as BT, and it affects its hosts are caterpillars, cabbage worm, adult beetle, etc. Now let us elaborate on what work actually Bacillus thuringiensis do. It is used to get rid of butterflies, caterpillars, which where dried spores of Bacillus thuringiensis are mixed with water and spread on vulnerable plants such as brassicas and fruit trees. These spores are then eaten by the insect larvae. In the gut of the larvae, the toxin cryprotein is released and the larvae gets killed eventually. Then we also have one more example, that is Trichoderma species, which are free-living fungi found in the root ecosystem, that is the rhizosphere. They are effective as biocontrol agents of several soil-borne fungal plant pathogens. This fungus produces substances like viridine, glycotoxin, glyovirine, etc. that inhibits the other soil-borne pathogens attacking roots, rhizomes, etc. and causing rot disease. We have four categories of biocontrol agents which are known as the bacteria, the fungi, the viruses and the protozoans. And here this list clearly illustrates examples of the pathogens that are there in these different categories and their host that gets affected by them. So you can pause the video for a while and have a look at this list. Along with being used as biopesticides, microbes are also used as bioherbicides. Weeds are the unwanted plants that grow in agricultural fields, ponds, lakes, etc. Weeds compete with the main crop in the farmland for water, space, mineral, light, air, etc. and also acts as collateral hosts for several pathogens. Microbes are used as herbicides. Many dicot herbs that grow in the field of cereals as weeds can be killed by certain microbes. For examples, here is a list of the microbial herbicides and their host. The first category is pathogenic fungi as mycoherbicides. We have Phytophthora palmivora, which controls milkweed in orchards. Then we have Alternaria casa, which controls water hyacinth. Then we have Fusarium species, which control most of the weeds. Then we have bacterial pathogens which act as herbicides. The examples are Pseudomonas species, they attacks several weeds. Xanthomonas species, they too attack several weeds. Then we have Agrobacterium species which attacks several weeds. Insects as herbicides, we have tire moths which control the weed Seniosia jacobi, and we have Catoblastus Catorum, which controls catty weeds. So this is how microbes can be used as biocontrol agents in the form of biopesticides and as bioherbicides. Thank you, students, for participating in this lecture. See you soon again with the next topic. Till then, take care, be safe, and keep learning.